If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. I suppose therefore that all things I see are illusions. I believe that nothing has ever existed of everything my lying memory tells me. I think I have no senses. I believe that body, shape, extension, motion, location are functions. What is there then that can be taken as true? Perhaps only this one thing, that nothing at all is certain. Conquer yourself rather than the world. Doubt is the origin of wisdom. Common sense is the most widely shared commodity in the world, for every man is convinced that he is well supplied with it. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. It is not enough to have a good mind, the main thing is to use it well. To know what people really think, pay attention to what they do, rather than what they say. And thus, the actions of life often not allowing any delay, it is a truth very certain that, when it is not in our power to determine the most true opinions, we ought to follow the most probable. The greatest minds are capable of the greatest vices as well as of the greatest virtues. I desire to live in peace and to continue the life I have begun under the motto, to live well you must live unseen. It is only prudent never to place complete confidence in that by which we have even once been deceived. You just keep pushing. You just keep pushing. I made every mistake that could be made. But I just kept pushing. But in my opinion, all things in nature occur mathematically. To live without philosophizing is in truth the same as keeping the eyes closed without attempting to open them. In order to seek truth, it is necessary once in the course of our life to doubt, as far as possible, of all things. In order to improve the mind, we ought less to learn than to contemplate. Divide each difficulty into as many parts as is feasible and necessary to resolve it. For I found myself embarrassed with so many doubts and errors that it seemed to me that the effort to instruct myself had no effect other than the increasing discovery of my own ignorance. He who hid well, lived well. Each problem that I solved became a rule which served afterwards to solve other problems. At last I will devote myself sincerely and without reservation to the general demolition of my opinions. Let whoever can do so deceive me, he will never bring it about that I am nothing, so long as I continue to think I am something. It is a mark of prudence never to place our complete trust in those who have deceived us even once. The reading of all good books is indeed like a conversation with the noblest men of past centuries who were the authors of them, nay, a carefully studied conversation, in which they reveal to us none but the best of their thoughts. Good sense is the most equitably distributed of all things because no matter how much or little a person has, everyone feels so abundantly provided with good sense that he feels no desire for more than he already possesses. I am accustomed to sleep and in my dreams to imagine the same things that lunatics imagine when awake. It is best not to go on for great quest for truth, it will only make you miserable. But what then am I? A thing that thinks. What is that? A thing that doubts, understands, affirms, denies, wills, refuses, and that also imagines and senses. When I turn my mind's eye upon myself, I understand that I am a thing which is incomplete and dependent on another and which aspires without limit to ever greater and better things. The destruction of the foundations necessarily brings down the whole edifice. Whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. Each problem that I solved became a rule, which served afterwards to solve other problems. The first precept was never to accept a thing as true until I knew it as such without a single doubt. One should never judge anything unless it is known. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more life-changing quotes.